Hello there, welcome to another video here on the channel. This is going to be a continuation of the little December showdown thing that they're running on the GBG Discord. If you want to get involved with that, you'll find the GBG Discord invite link in the description. We've got Grenooli playing Rooijackers here for their 3 games. So Rooijackers here in the grey Trade Federation, and Grenooli's going to be in the blue Geonosians. And it's the map is going to be 4 lakes. You can see all the fish in the corners. A lot of opportunities to get a lot of food, get that second worker production going with some shipyards if the players want to. And look at the layout here, it looks like really sort of very easy sort of wall-off spawn here. It just looks like a couple of houses and some light walls, and he's got like a full wall around his base, and he can still access the water. So it looks kind of a really strong one here. Sort of the same, to be honest, on the other side of the map for Rooijackers here, so you just wouldn't have the water in the same manner. But you could probably tuck it here and light wall it or something, that'd be kind of cool. But either way, I could maybe see these people going for like fast T3 play here. However, there are nurseries, so it could just end up being, early mounty aggression into T3s, as tends to happen when there's mounties on the field. Or nurseries rather, to let them build the mounties. And doesn't look like there's a lot of lure or any of that sort. Let's go into the shore fish. This would be an okay food processor maybe. Get the 2 frogs, the tubas, and some of the shorefish. Oh, there's a flump. There's a flump out. There's no way he's eating it already, is there? I don't know. If he has one, that doesn't exist. Oh, it's here. Oh, that's well hidden. Nah, he's never finding that. Rip. It's a lot of food to lose. It's 300 food or so. Hopefully he finds it. But we could see Rooijackers definitely ahead now by 300 food. Munching this nerf outside the nursery. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. Eat it outside the nursery. A rare occurrence. So he's doing some sort of walling here. T1 though, going to be a little bit boring while we wait for the players to decide on what they're doing here. Yeah, Rooijackers is going to try the Trade Federation antics. Not getting a carbon processor and building the troop center, and preferably the power core first. Look at the carbon. And just afford it now. Then we get the carbon processor after. So try and get the mounties out really, really early. I think what would be a good decision from Grenooli here would be to just full wall, because he has scouted this. Or has he? He just went past it. No, he didn't see it. That's strange. Oh my god. What is that? Yeah, he should have scouted around his opponent, because he's off on some random route right now. Now, I think these mounties will get out across now. He can have his troop centre and power core up though, because it looks like he's kind of going for mounties himself. His Geonosian's a very strong mountie civ, because you get free basic training, so you get to save that Nova. I don't know, you could totally defend with mounties here. I'd put the favour in Grenooli here right now, actually. Surprising, even down 350, he just needs to pull his mountie back and defend. The difference here being is that Grenooli can make 5 mounties and not have to go and mine the Nova for it. See, it's just a 2v2 now. But, have a quick look. Way ahead in carbon. He's ahead in food. He can get T2 quicker, but I don't know. I feel like the food lead's really just because he's got a flump. The mountie goes down, There's 3 here. Gonna catch this worker. I don't know what he was up to. If he was maybe shore fishing or trying to wall that 3 worker there. He did get on the Nova and walled his Nova in. Not really been attacked much now. And the mounties are going to push him out of the base, and it's kind of just going to stabilise here, I suppose. Just throw a light wall around. Oh, he's going to fish. Fishing's going to be really good in this matchup. He just needs to make sure he doesn't let him kill the power droid. He's going to run in here and try and kill it. Yeah, take a lot of damage running through here. Re-patrolling through there again. Right, does hit T2. Really has way too many workers on carbon, not really sorted out his food yet. Really just going to lose all of his mounties here, not paying attention. And he kind of just lost what he could have done there was, yes, get attack and troop center, and maybe, honestly, just upgrade his mounties and just keep building mounties right now. If he kept the pressure on, but now Grenooli's going to march across the map and counter pressure. And he's going to have no choice but to go into like a standard T2, I think, and build the troopers, get the trooper upgrades. And Grenooli fishing is going to get quite a worker lead here. He only really lost 1 worker during all the aggression. And running around the side here. Rooijackers moving out on the map, but there's a light wall, but he just killed the light wall. I don't know where he's going. Not paying attention to his units. Needs to watch the counter attack though. He's building some troopers. But 800 carbon, like it should have just been more shipyards here, I think. Fire out the trawlers. Finish the walls as well. Like 800 carbon, you could just wall the entire base. We don't have to worry about this counter attack that's coming his way with a few troopers just scout randomly in there. Why on earth did these guys go round rather than just kill the wall? This is ridiculous. It's going to collide with troopers now. An epic failure right here. 3 already down. And on the counter attack now. 1000 carbon. Spend it. Just pull workers off. Make farms. Power droid could go down for the 2nd time. Trooper recruit's going to take a trade here. They should technically win, there's a lot of them. This wouldn't even be a bad shout for running a couple of workers and building another shipyard down here as well. Getting so much carbon. You could slam down Spaceport, Mag Factory, just T3 as well, and just Spaceport some of the carbon. Waiting for macro binoculars before Trooper. Get terrorized by 3 troopers. Oh great, marching across the map. If Grenooli does decide to get the Trooper upgrade, he should be fine. No, he doesn't have Nova. That's his problem. He spent all of his Nova. Doesn't have the 10 Nova. So there should have been a Spaceport slam. 1500 carbon. Turrets should be being built as well. Rooijackers could just come in here and kill all of his workers. Could at least close this with two prefabs. Close it with a mech factory. This is such a silly scenario to get yourself in. I mean, he does take a trade here, and he's actually losing to the trooper recruits. Bad unit arc. He's off the T3. Right at home, 730 carbon. Or Nova rather. He definitely afford T3 himself if he builds the buildings, but it looks like he's neglecting it, and he's still baking troopers. Pulled 4 or 5 workers over to try and build a turret somewhere. still upgrading these. He's got 100 over now. Run these guys out. So much carbon here. Good wall out. Don't need to lose these workers. It's going to be double strike mech production. I wonder what his 10 Nova is going to get if they save from getting Trooper upgrade. Turret's absolutely shredding the trawlers. If anything, he probably needs to just put these idle and wait until he's cleaned this up. Strike mechs are out now though. Root at home, still not thinking about T3. Not rebuild any of his farms here. There's so many idols. Too tunneled on this aggression. Strike mech's going to go across the map. There's not going to be anything to defend Rui's base. Like when these strikes get into his eco, he's kind of snickered. He doesn't have any defensive turrets, he's not really fully walled his base. He's going to try and fish now. Economically, he's going to be so far behind. These turrets are, yes, they've stopped the ships, but there's still nurseries, there's still some farms. He's getting to T3, but Big Mech's on top of him. Made a couple of mounties. Gonna go down very quickly here. And all Grenooli really needs to do is micro strike Max and make sure he kills loads and loads of workers. Just rally his new ones at home to defend if Rui tries to pressure. Quite a few workers go down. Really not micro them though. Needs to get in here with all of them. Kill as many as he can before a mech destroyer pops out. Dive this turret, the strike mech damage. It's got the damage upgrade and the range upgrade. We're gonna call him GG there. Bit of a weird one that. Very weird game. Go into the second one. Oh my, it's a very icy map. Sort of building ruins in the centre. Oh, these are capturable ruins that go. Oh dear, what's this map? More Spectral Guardian nonsense. Renvar, is it? I mean, I thought that one map was bad. It's just Grenooli going to get terrorised by these Spectral Guardians again. Just do not walk near the centre at all. The way to kill them quickly is to kill their tombs, and then they despawn. Interesting. Grenooli on the Galactic Empire this time, and Rui is in the First Order. Ooh, First Order. Not the best right now. And Galactic Empire is still one of the top civs in the game, I would say. Got these double food stockpiles. Kind of a cool map, no other food. Give you that barren, snowy wasteland aesthetic. Maybe they've just dropped here with all their stockpiles of food, and that's all they've got to keep themselves going for a wee while. A little bit of ore, Nova. Something like there's too much Nova. All the Nova's sort of guarded by the Guardians in the centre. A medic, is that an accident? I hope it's an accident because it's not going to be very helpful. Oh, it's going to finish, is it? Looks like he's built this on purpose. You are aware of Nova stuff. This really just picked some obnoxious map. It looks like he's captured all the buildings that give passive Nova. So look at his Nova income. This is like when you go around to your friend's house as a kid and they got a new game, like a fighting game, you know, and they're like, oh, you want to play me? And then they don't tell you any of the buttons. That's what this is. Getting 30, 55 Nova per in-game minute or something like that. Maybe that's why he built a medic. He's thinking, oh, there's things to capture. And the player's going to have to farm, get a carbon going, get the farms started. Gonna be a slowish T1. Oh, he lost his scout, that's what happened. Well, we know, we can deduce why that happened. A little bit OP as well that these are all on Rooi's side. Not really as guarded by the Guardians as Grenooli's side is. Quick look. Does it show up here? Doesn't actually show up the Nova collected in the stats. He's up to 300 Nova already. It's going to be a long T1, so he's going to get a lot of Nova over that period of time as well. Could probably just buy attack level 3 very easily. They're going to have to build a lot of farms as well, so there's going to be a lot of food when they hit T2, so it's going to be a very simple T3 for Rooijackers if he pleases. Potentially into like a Jedi Night Rush as well. All that Nova. Troop center here for Grenooli. I get why he's building it so early. He needs to make farms. He's not building workers. What's going on? I think he wants to rush. I'm surprised he's going to rush with all that unethical Nova he's got. Almost up to 600 by the time he hits T2. He might actually be 600. I'm not going to do anything with it though. I would have made a Jedi Temple. Two Temple, one TC. Oh yeah, these things almost seem better than having holograms. Do they scale up by tag level as well? Maybe more than what I said earlier. I can't really remember, it just seems like they are. I remember it being like 66. Well, it's like a normal rush game, just that Rooi's got 800 Nova, whereas Grenooli's got 67. No range, there he is. Oh dear, bad pathing there. So just a free trade for Rooi. Rooi's having a very easy game now. What these the workers are running over here for. try to go around and looks like you try to go around to make turrets like the first game. I'm assuming, and not get killed by the stuff in the centre. Grenooli's tempting fate here. He's so close to the Spectral Guardians. You should have a lot more respect for the Spectral Guardians after some of the previous games we've seen. Got a counter attack now. There's about the same amount of troops here waiting for him though from Rui. We're going to take a trade now. They're just pulling away a couple more troopers. Use his defender's advantage there. Should be an easy sort of clean up, and then he's going to start building a turret here behind the carbon of Grenooli. Oh, it's bad timing for Grenooli. He's going to commit to another carbon processor. And then very soon he's going to find out there's a turret there. Troops waiting to defend it. And too many troops. These guardians seem kind of chill. This one anyway seems very chill. The turret go up, and it's going to force him to move his carbon here. We bash down the wall of the prefab with these workers. He's not even going to feel having 4 workers not at home anyway, because he's got all that Nova income. At that time, really trying to get in here for a counter attack, but some good walling, and it can only really walk through the command center. Whereas these troopers are trying to get into the second carbon spot because he's pushed them away with the turrets. Bash down the light wall. Maybe try and build a turret here on this hill or something, but there are troopers coming his way. And he's trying to dive in here in the carbon line. One of these workers needs to just close this gap here. Oh, he's taking the worst path possible. He's going to run through the turrets. Amazing. Grenooli might actually clean this up. There's 2 or 3 workers though when he does. Not building more troopers, that's a nightmare. Actually bashing them down. Okay, really on the way to T3 of course, he's still got 1000 Nova after all that. Never even has to mine Nova. What are these guys up to? Oh, interesting gap there. Doesn't even look like it's got one. I thought they were stuck there. Oh! Some souls have been claimed. Can really get to T3. Almost ready to click the button. And this 1000 Nova is really gonna pop off, I think, him being T3 now. Very easy time getting his war center upgrades. He could, to be honest, he'd probably just be double airbase with us as well. Double airbase, double mech factory, and just throw the units across. Looks like he's built them here at the side to try and make sure his rally point doesn't go through the centre. Early fortress as well. That's what he thinks anyway. Nope. Oh, one worker's going to make it across that. He's chosen a better path. Grenooli almost tech level 3. We need to get a mech destroyer out to defend this. It's a lot of pressure though, and just having all this Nova income, you could just go into like artillery after building the fortress very easily. Oh. I thought they could look up. There you go. No air for you. No second CC. Did start the fortress, but he ran his units away. His mech destroyer said nope. A lot of strikes here. Take the trade with the mech destroyer. Does have armor though. Armor is going to make it do really well. And there's absolutely like just +1. The second MD as well. The MDs win this. You really should just repair this one. There's not enough upgrades for these strike mechs to be effective. The air though, on its way, it does have a turret. It has some anti-air troopers as well. Just very turtle-ish. I don't think that's too bad. Still, this Nova's a huge issue. Like all this Nova income. However, Rui not like built any command centers, so there's still hope for Grenooli. Just needs to make sure he doesn't lose any of his mech destroyers for free. Probably needs to get himself like a second command center again. Heavy weapons factory gonna get some anti-air reveals maybe. Maybe we can go into like a mech destroyer push off of this. Really had nothing interesting going on here, just the same as we saw before. Just a lot of strike mechs. Still kind of sluggish to get through his upgrades, he's just got the armor. What they need is a lot of range and damage. Pummel. Will Rui cancel his building? That's the question. Right, no. Overwatch. 484. I don't think he's really mining it. I mean, he did cancel, he did cancel. He did it. Shield generator. A lot of strike mechs. A couple of MDs now. All the strikes and some MDs, you might have a decent chance of killing these. Especially if you're really not repairing these two. I think it's kind of pivotal that keeps them all at full health. Because with double mech factory production, if they keep putting out MDs, all the strikes will just frontline for them. And the DPS will be enough for like the MDs to just like one tap one MD at a time. And they'll do that a lot quicker than the MDs can get through all the strike mechs. I think like there's a goddamn shield there as well. The air can do a little bit of scouting ahead of the farm of the army. Oh. The volleys there going to kill off that aim reveal. And the fortress attempt number 2 here. Should get that up because there's not really any way for Grenooli to contest it. Ah, the pummel. Could definitely crawl into the corner slowly. Okay. I think here, like, the best thing we really do, having a heavy weapons factory, is to start building artillery ahead of time, because the MDs have kind of depreciated in value now that there's, you know, stag positions, shields, and fortresses and stuff. This one's just going to die for free. And the artillery can handle, like, being in a smaller army size than the opponent and still being enough of a threat, trading well in T3. Just the one command center challenge here from Rui. Sort of all in, or at least it would be if you didn't have like Grenooli. Should be easy to get CCs though, because you just buy what you need. And artillery production starting. Hard CC for Grenooli now. There is hope if he can just defend long enough, he can maybe outscale of his economy by just making all these workers. He's gonna need artillery though. Not building any. Because now Rui can sort of just walk up and start killing the shield generator. want to repair it. Really up to. More upgrades now for Rui. One of the alternatives that we really could have done was just have built a fortress here himself, which would have bought him a lot of time and make Rui have to go up to like T4. Some grenadiers that are, I don't know what they're doing. They're running back. We're getting some really good volleys off. Getting some good shots, but I don't think they really got the DPS right now with shields. All the strike max are down at least. He could put a mounting production if he built a nursery, which would be kind of helpful here. But the fortress is going to help out with some damage. And a lot of upgrades for the MDs as well, so if it's just one or two mounties running in one at a time, I don't think they're really going to get much damage done. I think we're really going to call GG there, so that crumbled. Interesting, somewhat unethical game, I would say. I'm going to game 3 here, which is just, I forget what this one's called. So, some jungly one. I remember its first draft, so there were just straggler trees everywhere and hills, and you just couldn't build a command center on it. To give a bit of feedback about that one, but it looks a lot cleaner now. So it still maintained that sort of hilly jungle vibe, but there's a lot more space to build on it now. And it's going to be Wookiees here for Grenooli, and for Rooijackers it's going to be on the Zan Consortium here. I had a bit of a colour change, so purple for Grenooli, red for Rui. Some blue frogs to munch. Maybe he's trying to lure these, but you know, sometimes they hop where they please. This one though, he's gotten the memo, comes straight to the command center. And some Muja, no, Muja, no, it's the Yogan fruit bushes. The Joe Rogan fruit bush. The Yogan. And some nurse to get in the nurseries here, so it looks like double nursery. It's decent little one lure, pretty much full on mounty map really. It's not enough food to get you at T2, but it's enough to get your bounties out and keep your worker production going for a wee while. So very likely to see that as the determined strategy for the players. I've really got all this nurse now. Tons of workers on carbon here. Some on food. Somebody's going to be running over here. With carbon. Neither player on their lure yet. What's a double lure? Oh, double lure. It's even better. Still good for minis. So we'll see how this turns out. Oof. This is a not so great carbon processor, I must say. That is poverty carbon. We've got the Nova blocking one side and the edge of the map blocking the other. There were better options out there for sure. The nose wall. Walling nothing, walling a hole. We're on food here for Rui. Gonna be bad for him maybe if he gets mounted. An awful lot munching these lumps as well, dearie me. Really just gonna go for a normal T2 I suppose. Almost up to about 500 foot here. Go for the early rush. Just the carbon, look at the workers, they're just having a nightmare. Two of these guys are not even working. Which is really going to harm it here because he needs his power core and he needs, you know, carbon to build the troopers. Even on the other side, some of the workers are still finding ways to be unproductive. But there's an awful lot more space around here around Rui's carbon processor. It's going to give him that edge. Basic training off to T2, no power core yet. I feel like he's probably lost about 100 carbon just through inefficiency. He said to go and make another one. Right, building up the troopers. Just to watch his population though. Gonna get housed. So I think there's a bit of an early wall here from Rui, closing out one of the most obvious routes. So that's maybe walled as well. Oh wow! I think that's walled all the way around. Definitely gonna buy him a lot of time if he gets rushed. He has to go round this way. And T2 here for Grenooli has a couple of troopers out, but yeah, he did get housed. Yeah, the vibe of this game is kind of just go T3 now, to be honest. A spaceport here for Rui, so he's going to try and do that. A lot of farms getting dropped here, but there are these berries to munch. Could maybe save some carbon on that. We're getting both his buildings here. Troopers are out on their way, only 3 of them though. Not got much of a bite this rush. Food processor here, no processor. And as you can see, troopers are going to take a while to make it round with having this angle, or this avenue through the trees. Spaceport dropping. Really still not started as T3 though. Unpowered troop centre to defend. No turrets, didn't eat a second full lump either. And in come the troopers, and they should probably get some damage here, like knock them off the Nova. All Grenooli has to do is not lose them. But these players just, they love to walk into command centres and stuff. But see what he does. It's like right here, you don't need to go and run up and shoot these workers, I don't think. Just run round and make sure that, you know, none of the resources on the edge are being mined. The scout goes down. Everybody does start T3. Wait, keep the units moving. Check the other spots. I suppose you can camp the carbon a wee bit. I think you may be better going and check the Nova and stuff though. Alternatively, you could just leave one trooper here, keep an eye on it, and run the other 2. If he tries to come in and bash you, you just run away. So check if Grenooli's on his way to T3, he is. So I think he's going to pull ahead here just because he wasn't mining for a little while. He did have both his flumps as well. And he is going to get onto these workers now on this food processor and the Nova processor. Going to get one. Push them away. There's a little gap here he can walk between as well and avoid the command center and go to the new carbon. So he's to not lose the troopers, which he's losing one. Really, almost T3. Rui's just hit T3 now. The strike mech going to pop out and put an end to this. So a little bit of damage done with the rush. It's going to be airbase dropped here. Currently going to get an airbase himself. A second airbase. Probably realising that there's a wall. We're going to build a gate. Yeah. And strike mech making its way across here to Grenooli's base. He's making the mech destroyer though. He's definitely going to be prepared. He's sort of walled out a lot of the entrance points as well. There's just this little spot that's a little bit annoying. He can sit and hit the Nova. And to be honest, they should probably just delete one of the houses so he can get round here and stop it if he stands here. Or he can actually sit here. That's not bad actually. I thought this was maybe walled out. So he does clean that up and he gets his fighters out now, so... looks like it's going to be 2 airbase versus 1 airbase here. Give Grenooli quite the opportunity to maybe kill off the defending air of Rui and just do a lot of economic damage. Being quite bold, running in here with his fighters, looking for a fight. Paying attention though. That's still a good trade for him, I think, because he's got the double production. And he knows the count now, so if he gets his fighters together and properly micros, he can really terrorise him here. Turret, 2 CCs. He's just going to be defending air this entire time. Really going to have the much stronger economy now. They've not really had much disruption to it, if any. The walls will at least let Rui know where the air is when it comes in most of the time, because there are a lot of the angles that rallied units have come across. Kind of a bad trade there for Grenooli. Good one for Rui. But he just needs to get his numbers together and press his production advantage. Whereas Rui is going to have to build all these turrets and sort of turtle up. You can see that difference in the numbers already. Even with Grenooli losing about 4 or 5 so far. Third CC now, only going to be moving out. So what Grenooli will be looking to do is get a bit of damage here, keep him turtled, and then he can maybe just go into like a fast T4 game as well. Right, straight in here to look at the trade. It's not bad if he actually committed and killed all the fighters. But notice that there's not really any way for Rui to mine ore. Like, all this stuff he's bought, he's had to get with the spaceport. And that price is gonna get worse every time he makes use of it. We're getting his third CC. Let's see if we can put this into perspective where the economy is. You can see the differences right here. Rui's just very, very behind doing this. So what we really needs to do, keep the game in this state. Keep Rui turtled in the space when he uses air for defense. The worst thing Grenooli could do would be like lose all of his air at a point where Rui has a good amount together where he can go and like counter raid. Because then he could sort of make up the difference. I like this command center sort of crawling towards the opponent. Maybe you can go for like artillery in T3. Like if you've got your workers there and getting on the ore and stuff, you can sort of maneuver a little bit closer, build forwards and stuff like that. Because either or, I think, is like, I'd say this is, well, it's almost like a lost game. Like if I were in Grenooli's position right now, when my opponent was like this, it's kind of like you've got the option of you either T4 or you just kill them with T3 artillery. They're just not going to have the same level of economy to fight back. And it's really just because like the inefficiency, like the idle time in T2 and then having to spaceport all these turrets and stuff in place of turtleish. It just slows the economy down. A lot of fighters out. Grenooli could just T4 as a research centre, so it's going to be T4 here, I think, yeah. And he could just sell carbon to make up to that 800 total. He's almost got the 1,000 food. As he does, there he goes off to T4, keeps us there right now. Only thing you could really do a little bit better with this as well is just always be flying around. So like this ambitious command center, we would refer to it as ambitious in this situation because he should have a lot more fighters than his opponent, so he could just be sort of camping these spots. He's coming over now. He'll watch his micro though. He's hitting some of the workers. Trying to patrol in. I don't think he needs to take bad trades. Like this command center is going up regardless, so it's better to just keep his fighters because his fighters are going to appreciate in value once he gets to T4. We'd only ever take a trade there if you were the one that arrived there first with the air when you caught the workers. Because you would have killed a bunch and delayed the CC. The research center going down here for Rui. He's probably thinking, oh no, what if he T4s me? Maybe I should get like batteries or something like that. The shield batteries. Or anti-air batteries rather. Feels like an eternity for him to get to T4. He's almost there. What is this medic up to? Lamau. Well, that's kind of what happens. Evil laugh. That's a good evil laugh right there. 11. So the air should be getting upgraded. Fast fighter, shield modification, even armor. Even the armor. No mercy going to be shown after that game 2. Unethicalness. It's an interesting gate. I like to think there was trees here. And he's just waiting for his upgrades, like all of them. And then he's going. He's not even going prematurely. Making sure when he flies in, he's got full shields. Full armor. Full shields, full armor, can't lose. Rui does hit T4, but it's going to be a while before he can make use of this. Imagine we're trying to get the upgraded turrets maybe. Yeah. You get interceptors. Kind of getting a good trade there. I don't know what Grenooli's up to. He's going to call GG though when he sees more air arrive. He's just like, nope. Not much you can do there. Well, GG, well played to both players. It was only 3 games there in that set, so that's all 3. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you like the content, please consider liking the video, leave a comment. It helps the channel grow, get to more people. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Gets more people funneled into our GBG Discord, which you find the invite link down below. Playing the game online on voobly.com, which you find a link to as well. And yeah, if you want to support the channel another way, there's a PayPal link down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.